hot. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm waiting on some people to come on in. Hey, how are y'all? The life of Miss Patricia Stevens. Hey. Hey, Miss Catrice. Hey, 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 Casey. How are y'all? Y'all make sure y'all double tap that screen. Show me some love. Hey, Satan Circle. What's up, buddy? Oh, Satan Circle, I'm gonna tell you this. Honey, you is something serious. But hey, everybody. But y'all make sure y'all share this live. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let me see if I can share this out with some people real quick. Thank you. I'm proud of myself. I really am. I'm gonna start my live off by talking about everything that's good has been going on in my life. Um, as some of y'all may know, I posted it. My truck is paid off. I don't have any more truck notes. Um, I'm proud of myself for that. That is one goal off my bucket list for this year. No more car notes. Clock it. Had to get that out the way. My credit score is almost to a 700. When I say so excited, I'm ready to get my house next. That's what I'm working on next. I am working on refixing and redecorating my house. That's been another assignment that I've been wanting to do, which is beautifying my home, repainting, getting rid of the old, bringing in the new. That's what I've been working on as well. Now that progress is probably going to take a little bit longer. But other than that, I've been putting myself on assignments so I won't be distracted with all the bullshit that's been going on. And I'm a firm believer that idle mind is a devil's workshop. It really is. Thank you, Miss Casey. I really had to put my focus on other things that are way more important than all this extra bullshit that's been going on. Yes, I am gonna feel good every month. No car notes. Yes, that is one thing that I wanted to get accomplished. I was paying almost like $500 a month on a damn truck note, and that's 500 extra some dollars that goes in my pockets every month. So I was like, once I had the little funds or whatever, I was like, why not go ahead and pay it off? So I did something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I want to be debt free. I don't want to have nothing. Like every time I get on this live, my phone gets to ringing for some reason. I'm gonna put it on do not disturb for a second so nobody get to calling and interrupting my lives. But I'm gonna put it on do not disturb for a second. Can y'all hear me? Haley, I was paying $600. My credit score is 770. Congratulations! I'm talking about your stuff is good. You should be able to get you any house you want, anything in your name. I'm trying to figure out why it's so hot. Yesterday was so cold. Today is fucking hot as fuck. This weather is terrible in the state of Arkansas. What else have I been working on? I'm also been working on getting Destiny, my youngest daughter that suffers from diabetes. Her A1C is almost to her goal since we had given her insulin pump. Everything's been looking good for me and mine. Um, I'm still been going back and forth if I want to go back and enroll in school. I do have a degree that I feel like I need to start putting in good use. Also, I've gotten something else off my bucket list too. I am officially off of probation as of March the 12th, and my record is about to be expunged and sealed. Since, thank you, Shadow. Yeah, I just been working on me. I've been working on me. I've been thinking about me, and I've been putting me first. Despite this last situation that has been going on, I really wanted to touch bases on it. And I want everybody to understand that cyberbullying is a real thing. It's very much real. And I'm gonna tell you something else that's real. The other thing that's real is its power in that tongue. It's power in the tongue. And what I mean by power in the tongue, it even says in the Bible, you speak life or death. They talking about it in the book of Ephesians, the book of Psalms, the book of Proverbs, about how you're not supposed to speak certain things into existence. So, I'm going to say this. We are living in a world where words travel way faster than ever before. It doesn't take much. It can start with a single post, a comment, a message that can reach thousands, millions, gazillions of people within a blink of an eye once you hit that go live button or when you hit that submit button. And that's not just for this other individual. This is for everybody. Technology is a powerful tool, but with every tool, you can either use that tool to build something or you can use it to break it down. I'm gonna come back and read y'all comments too here in a minute. So I'm not reading nobody's comments at the moment because I feel like something is on my spirit that has to be said. I feel like I've been quiet enough. I feel like I've been humble enough to finally come out and say what I have to say. Because cyberbullying has been normalized as a normal thing. And it's not. It's not normal. Words don't leave visible scars, but it leaves wounds that run deeper than physical touch. Everybody wants to talk about the Bible this, the Bible that, but some people don't believe that what you type and what you say on the internet doesn't go hand in hand, and it does. When some people get on these lives and stuff, they forget that there's always a real person on the other side of that screen. Cruel comments may seem small to the people that are sending it out, but to the person that receives those evil, wicked, demonic comments, it can be overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming. Unlike face-to-face bullying, cyberbullying often hides behind anonymous fake names, fake pages. People feel that are doing the cyberbullying feel empowered, feel like they're getting up on one, but they're not. People say things online that they wouldn't dare say to the individual's face. God sees what is hidden. He hears your thoughts, even when you don't speak it. Every message, every post, every intention of the heart is known. It will always be known. There is no such thing as private cruelty in the eyes of God. It's not. God is not a God of confusion. He's not a God of destruction, but he is a God of vengeance. He's most definitely is. And I'm going to talk about cyberbullying for a second, because cyberbullying has been so normalized that y'all do not think about the other party that it is affecting. Hey, Miss Tabitha. Cyberbullying has led people to fight. Cyberbullying has led people to anxiety. Cyberbullying has led people to depression, to isolation, of self-harm, and so much more. So much more. At a young age, we are always taught right from wrong. They not only teach you that in your house, they teach you that in school, they teach you that at work. It's written everywhere about harassment and bullying. If you can't say nothing nice, you better not say nothing at all. And I sit back and wonder sometimes, and I've been listening not only to this other individual's live, but to other women that I have been listening to. Some have been good, some have been positive. But do y'all ever sit back and think, when I get ready to hit this live button, whenever I get ready to make this post, is it necessary? Is it kind? Is it true? And is it necessary? Do y'all ever ask yourselves these questions before y'all hit that button? And if any of the answers is no, why post it? Does your posts and your lives reflect love? I mean, we are accountable for our actions at the end of the day once we hit that button. It's not just our actions in public, but our actions, we need to take accountability for them online as well. Oh, cyberbullying is not just I don't see it not just as a social issue. I see it as a spiritual issue as well. And also this, when you put something out there on the internet, just because you delete it, it never goes away. It's a thing called screen recording, it's a thing called screenshots, and it's there to stay. Words don't disappear just because you hit a delete button. And I feel like a lot of people try to get on these apps and try to put on this facade, this veil, as if they live this certain way, and they really and truly don't. Your real life and your online life is two separate things. It is. God will always care about the conversations that you have, the DMs you send, your comments, your group chats, every single thing that you interact, he sees all that shit. He does. He does. The people that y'all have continuously have made fun of, they might already be struggling. When y'all get on here and y'all talk about people's deceased loved ones, do y'all ever sit back and think, okay, what did that person have to go through to take care of that soon to be deceased or was deceased person? Y'all don't think about those what ifs. What if that person had to give up their job to take care of their sick mother? What if this person had to give up their job to take care of their sick child? What if this person had to give up their job to take care of family? Nobody ever thinks about the what ifs. We don't know what people sacrifice. We don't know why that person is homeless over there. What caused that person to be homeless? Why are they in the situation that they're in? We don't know why that woman over there went through that divorce with that man over there, because he was abusive, manipulator, narcissist. was physically and mentally abusive to that woman, but y'all make fun of every single people in every single category that I'm talking about, that I've seen over the past 2 years. We don't know what the person that has to go through to take care of a child that is paralyzed or paraplegic or whatever the definition of that is. Y'all don't know what that parent has to go through to take care of that child. It's not an easy task. I just feel like it's power in what you speak. You can jinx yourself if people believe in jinxing. I'm a firm believer, whatever seed that you sow, whether it's good or bad, you're going to get that shit back. You are going to get it back every single time. So when I say good seeds, and when I'm talking about seeds, you have your good seeds and you got your bad seeds. I'm going to talk about good seeds. Good seeds is uplifting somebody when they're feeling down. That's a good seed. Giving somebody words of encouragement. That is a good seed. Giving somebody a helping hand if they can't pay a bill. That is a good seed. And not seeking anything back in return for that from that person that you let borrow that money. That is a good seed. Helping the homeless man on the corner at the light that you drive past every day. That is a good seed. Helping that friend that has that sick child is a good seed. Making fun of people are bad seeds. Talking about dead people is a bad seed. Talking about children is a bad seed. Especially if it's not in a positive light. One mean comment can feel like confirmation of their worst thoughts. And the people that are the bystanders in the situation, that don't say nothing, that don't do anything, that don't correct the person that is out here causing chaos and havoc on social media, that feel like, oh, it don't got nothing to do with me. I'm just going to sit back and be quiet. I'm not going to say nothing because it really don't got nothing to do with me. But I would say something, but I don't want this person to turn against me and talk about my family, because that's what a lot of y'all are doing. A lot of y'all are doing that. And I see that. What, because you're afraid you're going to be next? You afraid you're going to be next? And I'm going to just say this to those that have been sitting back and indulging and allowing this shit to go on for so long. You was just as guilty. You was just as guilty as that individual that's causing all the chaos, that's causing all the reckless behavior, that's causing all the defamation of character, that's causing to be an earth disturber. Yes, y'all are just as guilty. That's like, I'm gonna use this as an example. That's like a kid getting bullied at school and everybody else seeing it and not doing shit about it. That's like going into a grocery store, seeing it get robbed, but you walk out but don't call the police. That goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. And the reason why this shit is touching home for me is because I have been bullied to the point to where it's no return. This is not the first individual that has been bullied me in my life. I have been dealing with this shit since we moved to motherfucking Stuttgart. Since we moved to motherfucking Stuttgart. I've had women be jealous of me because of my hair, because of what I drive, what I ride, what kind of person I am. All because they nigga might like me, love me. For what? I can't help that I have certain things. I can't help that I live a certain way and I hold myself to a certain way to where some of y'all bitches don't like. And I'm the type of friend, if I see my friend out here doing some bullshit that might make her look embarrassed or make her look foolish or make her look stupid, because I feel like if I'm that friend, my friends are a reflection of me because I hang around you. And I don't want to be the type of person that sit over here and indulge my friends in their bullshit. I don't. If I feel like my friend about to do some fuck shit, hey, I'm going to tap that friend on their shoulder. Listen, you being hard-headed. Let's regroup. You're doing something stupid. You're doing something foolish. And I expect better of you. That's what your real friends do. Your real friends are going to tell you when you're right or when you're wrong. And just because they don't agree with you on certain shit, that doesn't mean they don't give a fuck about you. That's never the case. It's never the case. Oh. But to those folks that ain't said nothing, to those folks that ain't do nothing, y'all ain't gonna get away neither. Y'all not gonna get away neither, I promise you that. Not because you're a bad person. What are you? What are you afraid of for speaking up? Are you afraid you're gonna be targeted? Are you afraid of standing alone? Are you afraid of being a leader and not a follower? Silence can feel like an agreement to someone who is hurting. The problem isn't what we say, it's what we stay silent about. All this really just got me in deep thought because it really didn't have to go this far. It didn't. It didn't have to go this far when all could have been done was being left alone. I could have just been left alone. I felt like I handled it in the most professional way. I have a lot of things that I could have lost if I would have acted. I have my own car, have my own house that's suitable for me and my children. I got my supervisor position, and I have way too much to lose behind some fuck shit. My life was not only threatened once, not twice, but 3 times. All behind because I didn't take up for somebody in their bullshit. I got told that I was going to be laid 6 feet under next to my dead grandmother. Rest in peace, Gracie Lamb. She up there with her peach tree limb switch, tearing some asses up. My grandmother was called evil, and this individual did not even meet her. You only knew of her. Not only that, this individual has stated in a video that she was going to harass me standing across the street from my house at this little building right here. This individual called herself driving past my house to the point I had to get cameras on my house. Because you yelling and screaming and cussing at my kids talking about what you gonna do to their mama. As if they don't know your voice. and did not know that was you. They knew that was you. The only individual that I feel sorry for out of this whole thing is her child. Is her baby. And the only reason why, and I understand why people sit here and say, oh, Haley don't give a fuck about her child. She didn't give a fuck about yours. This is that and the third. But I don't have a heart like that. I don't. I have a heart and a love for children. I really do. Because I'm a mama myself. And I know how it feels to be put behind bars, because I have been that woman on the other side. I have been the woman that's been away from her kids behind fighting and bullshit. That's the only person that I feel sorry for. The only one that lost was her. I have a baby that's the same age as her child. And that child deserves to have her mama. But if her mama ain't getting her shit together, toodles, goodbye, get your shit together, so then you can come back and be that person that needs to be around her. Because half of the shit that child was seeing, that child was hearing, listening to, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Half the time I get on this live, since I've been on this YouTube shit, y'all ain't never seen me too much talk around my kids. I'm either doing what I'm doing. Y'all probably got one live and y'all hear me dealing with Tootie's diabetes. That's because I didn't leave her in the house by herself during that day. But other than that, I feel like it's a time and place for kids to listen to certain things and not listen to certain things. And you're teaching your child that that's the way to communicate. That that's the way that you talk to your friends. That that's the way that you talk to people. Kids are like sponges. They absorb everything that you do. They do. You got to care about you more than anybody else. And when you don't give a fuck about yourself, you can't expect for other people to give a fuck about you. And to anybody else that has been affected by this individual, even if it's not today, even if it's not tomorrow, but whenever that time does come, we still got to learn to be forgivers. Never forget. Never kiss ass. You can forgive somebody and set those boundaries up to where you don't have to deal with them. They call boundaries for a reason. And I did want to speak to this one individual. And when I say this, I'm saying this as humble. And I'm not saying this to pick on you or nitpick on you or be into it with you and go back and forth for lives and stuff. But this is this one person I do want to speak on. Fee. And I'm going to say this as humble as I know how. Fee, you was wrong for speaking on me. You was damn wrong for speaking on me. You don't know me from a can of motherfucking paint. You didn't. You didn't. And the crazy part about it is, what made it even more funny, I said she gonna be into it with her next watch. That's the power in my tongue. Because I am, you can kind of say, I'm not gonna say a prophetess, but I see shit happen before it happens. I knew y'all was gonna be into it. Because that's the shit that this individual does. But you cannot sit out here and be in that same sector doing that same bullshit, talking about people's kids and loved ones, because you talked about mine, you talked about me, and then expect for people to have grace and sympathy for you when it's your turn. You was on the side of wrong at one point in time. And from my understanding, that wasn't y'all first go round. And y'all also need to understand this too. Just because you live out of state don't mean papers won't be put on you neither. So I spared you. I really did. I really did. And you know what, Fee? I forgive you. Because for one, you don't fucking know me. Half of y'all judged me just based off of what the fuck she was telling y'all. And I'm glad for the ones that did reach out to me, that did get to know me, that did get to understand their own perspective of me and got to know me for me. I'm thankful for y'all that y'all just didn't just go by what somebody said. Get your own perspective of somebody before you get to judging them. Because I'm not that bad of a person. Because you got to understand this too. That person loved me once before too. Am I lying? But Fee, you was wrong. Now, I felt like it was overkill with the grandbaby getting talked about. I hope he is well. Because I've just had a friend that's her baby was fighting for his life in a NICU. I feel like babies are innocent and they're automatically protected by the Most High, and that's God. But I couldn't let that slide. I couldn't let that slide on this live feed. And this is not on no checking you shit. This is really coming from a place of love. Don't ever be a follower, because that's what you was doing. I don't even know you. I just know what I've seen. And I know what you did put a nasty taste in my mouth about you. But I still forgive you. Do I want to fool with you? No. I don't want to fool with you. But I just want to make peace on my end with you on that. Because I'm not going to let that slide. I can't. I'm not going to turn no blind eye to that. Because you was just on there hooping and hollering with her, kiki and ha-ha with her when she was over here talking about people dead mamas and shit. I'm just saying, don't make it seem like you're straddling the fence, because that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to call an ace a ace and a spade a spade. When I wanted to be mad at you, somebody told me, don't be mad at her. Don't be mad at her. You know what? I sat back and thought about it. No, I ain't mad at Fee. I'm not mad at Fee no more. But I'm just going to make this clear. I don't got no issue with you. I don't have no problem with you. I don't know shit about you. And I want to keep it that way. And get your own perspective of me. And I'm looking at the screen telling this to you. Hey, Bama with the Jamma Ramma Slammer. What's up, baby? But I hope everything is well with your grandbaby. I hope that he is healed. I hope that he's going to be healthy. Going to be running around getting on your nerves. I hope that for you. I pray for that for you. But you got to get you together, Sister Kid. So, ooh wee. So other than that, like, we got to think about other people's feelings. We really do. But I want people to understand, no matter what anybody says on YouTube, in the comments, in the group chats, and all these other things that people get on and harass people on, the rumors, the lies, the things that they say, don't believe it, because that's not you, and that's not what God thinks of you. You are what God thinks of you. You are what God thinks of you. Because the world is very loud with hate. But God's voice of truth over talks all of that. Yeah. But other than that, um, I hate that it had to get to this. Yes, and we are what God says we are. I know God looks at me as a good person. I know that He looks at me as a good mother. Do I fall short? Do I have a little temper that I need to work on from time to time? God has to take his shoe off every once in a while and be like, okay, bitch, yeah, you got a whooping today. Okay, God, I'm sorry. That's why it's called repenting. That's why it's called getting on your knees and praying for God to forgive you for the mistakes that you do make. But I will say this to the people that have been taking up for this other individual in this situation since she's been gone. I will say this to you. You all. It's okay. Take up for it. That's what y'all supposed to do. That's y'all friend or whatever the case may be. But y'all know it's wrong. Anybody with good common sense can see that it's wrong. Is y'all scared? I don't know what the case may be. But what I'm saying is this. Y'all are not leaders. Y'all are most definitely followers. Y'all are. Y'all are. Y'all are. I can't even lie to you. Y'all are. I can't even sugarcoat it with you. But for those that are sitting over here asking for people to give this individual grace, did she give me grace when she said she was going to lay me 6 feet under next to my dead grandmother? Did she give me grace when she sat there and said my daughter that is 10 years old is going to die from diabetes? Did she give me grace when she drove past my house yelling at my oldest daughter? Did she give me grace when I begged multiple and numerous times on this platform? Because y'all, I got the videos still. Even the ones that y'all think I deleted, it is still there. I'm still saying, leave me alone. Did she give me grace? Did she give that other individual grace when she was talking about their paraplegic child? Did she give that person grace that she was talking about their NICU grandbaby? Did she give that other individual grace when they spoke on their dead mamas and they dead kids and they dead brothers and they dead sisters? Did she give anybody grace? I would rather be the friend that tells my friend the truth than to tell my friend a goddamn lie. No matter how much it hurts that individual, I'd rather be brutally honest, and I'd rather have somebody that's brutally honest with me. I'd rather it. I'm 33 years old, about to be in the next couple of weeks, and I have more wisdom and more common sense than some of y'all grown motherfuckers that get up on here every goddamn day. I do. And y'all call yourselves therapists, doctors? I wouldn't even want y'all to be my motherfucking therapist if I see y'all indulging in bullshit like this. And that's not a shot. That's the God honest truth. What is it? Is it okay because it's everybody else because it's not y'all yet? Because she haven't said nothing about y'all yet? Is that why it's cool? Because it's not you? I really want to know why. Because it's not you, y'all, we gotta have grace. Because it's not you. I give in grace. multiple times. Multiple times. The judge has given this individual grace. The police has given this individual grace. The probation officer has given this individual grace. I have been given this individual grace. Other people that she's harassed in this town has given her grace. But one thing I'm not gonna do is have my back up against the wall. My back ain't gonna be put up against the wall because I'm gonna have to get up out that corner. One way or another, voluntarily or involuntarily, I'm gonna get my back off against that wall when I'm getting fucked with. So you know what I said? You know what, God? I'm gonna get this pen and this sheet of paper and I'm gonna put my wrist to work. And I did that. I did. Because I have a life. And I have a child, a sick child at that needs me. And what good use am I if I'm behind bars? What good parent am I to take care of my sick child if I don't have her within my arm's reach? What kind of person am I? Not just my sick child, I have 2 other children that are healthy that need me too. It's no good use to having a parent in jail. It's not good. My kids need me. I have an assignment to do. I have given enough grace about this situation. And like I said to God in all my prayers, God, handle it. Handle it. Because if I handle it, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And God knows my heart. I was a damn good friend to this person. I was. When I say God does hear all and see all, I felt like he heard me. I felt like he heard me. And that's my testimony. In all the years, I felt like he heard me this time. And y'all don't even know the situation in depth. I still haven't got on here and talked about from the rooter to the tutor what happened. Why we got to this point. Y'all never know the who, what, when, where, and why. Thank you, Casey. They teach you that in school too. Who did it? What happened? When it happened? And why did it happen? Y'all just automatically took somebody's side and just ran with it and just automatically made fun of me. Half y'all bitches don't even fucking know me. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. But everything was okay when I was on the other side indulging in her bullshit. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I was first introduced to her YouTube channel, I wasn't made aware of like what was really going on. And I remember my first encounter with being on live with her. And she probably still got it on there. And her and Miss Carver was into it. And I hope Miss Carver is listening, because this is the God honest truth. When it was brought to my attention, Miss Carver, it was brought to my attention that you were speaking on her child. But as time has went on and I listened, She was coming for yours and speaking on your family that I wasn't aware of. And I never could understand why would a group of grown women would speak on her baby. Because I love her baby. I never could understand it, but she left me in the dark about that part. So when I realized that, I was like, okay, no wonder why they talking about her baby. No wonder why these grown women are saying the things that they're saying about her and her kids. Now, I understand y'all, some of y'all may have forgiven her. But once a snake sheds its skin, that snake is still a snake. It will still smell like a snake. It will still slither like a snake. It will still look like one. If it's a duck, it's a goddamn duck. So that's y'all. If y'all want to keep on being friends 1 minute and being broken up the next minute, being back cool again 1 minute, breaking up again the next minute, kudos. Go do it. Because I understand some friendships, you're going to go through some things. And you might not agree with your friend on everything. But some friendships you just can't go back to. Some people that you just can't give that second chance to. Yeah, I can't do it. And like I've stated in some of my previous lives, me and this other individual, this is not our first time falling out. This is not it. This is not the first time. Some years back, when she stabbed that April lady, that is a close friend of mine's too. Rest in peace, April. She got mad at me and another family member of hers because we sat over there and commented on this individual's post when she said that she was in the hospital, that we were praying for her. Got full-fledged mad at me. Oh, are you on her side or whatever? I'm not on anybody's side. I'm on the side of rights. And you almost killed that girl. You almost was a couple of inches from that woman's heart. And I'm shocked the state of Arkansas didn't get you with attempted murder. But you got mad at me and your other family member because we said we was praying for her. You made a whole live about me on that too. Said I was a fake motherfucker and all that. Like this woman wasn't my friend neither. Like how crazy is that? You cannot tell me who I can and cannot fucking pray for. You cannot. But I forgave you for that and became your friend still. I was still your friend after you did that. And I should have stopped fooling with you when you did that. I should have known something was wrong when you did that. Stuttgart is a small place, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this. Stuttgart will always be home. You know what I'm saying? But it's some country ass shit. I wasn't born in Stuttgart. I'm originally from North Carolina. My dad was in the military. My mom was a registered nurse. We traveled all over. And somehow we just got stuck in this bitch. Somehow we just got stuck up in here. But when I say this town, everybody knows everybody, is that damn small. It's literally that small. But other than that, I had to get that off my chest because I've been seeing a lot of people doing a lot of back and forth stuff. And I know I said I wasn't going to go on live, but I wanted to bring peace over my situation, because at the end of the day, this is something that I have to deal with. This is something that I have to deal with. And I want everybody else to follow suit. It happened. It is what it is, and it's done. And all we can do now is move on from it and try to find something else better to do. I think it's been talked about and dragged about long enough. I know some of y'all might have y'all reasons and might say, Haley, fuck that, I'm still gonna talk about her and all this, that, and the third. But I want to leave it alone. I want to leave it alone. This has been going on for almost 2 years too long. So, for those that still want to speak on it, I can't tell what y'all grown folks can and cannot do. I'm not holding no gun to nobody's head and telling y'all to do this. Most of y'all are doing that on y'all own because of what y'all been through with this individual. But I feel like it's time for something new. It's time for something different. It's time for something else. Yeah. And I know a lot of people are going to be commenting, oh, she said she wasn't going to speak and all this, that, and the third. I think I've been quiet enough. But all I'm saying is, for future references, and this goes for anybody. Y'all have to be careful what you say and what you do on this internet. You have to be careful. You got to be mindful. You got to be diligent. You got to be smart. You got to. You got to. You got to be smart. You got to be smart. Because if you're not smart, if you're not smart, you don't win smart prizes. You don't win good prizes. You do dumb shit, you get dumb shit. You get dumb prizes. But I'm just speaking my piece on my end because it's been long enough. I've heard enough. I listened to enough. And I want to go on in peace. I really do. And this is not to kick anybody while they're already down, because I already know how it feels to be on the other side of that jail cell. It's not a good feeling. It's not. It's a lesson in this situation for everybody. It's a lesson for her. It's a lesson for me. It's a lesson for other people that she's affected. So take these lessons that y'all need to learn and study it. So if it ever happens again, you won't have to go through the same shit again. Continue to read the red flags. Yes. But I will say this, and I do want to give everybody a little a quick prayer. Hold on real quick, my coming outside. Hold on. I'm gonna mute y'all for a second. Y'all still there? Can y'all hear me? Give me a 1 if y'all can hear me. Okay, Casey says she can hear me. But in conclusion, this is my conclusion, and I want to end this in a quick prayer. And this is not just for myself. This is for everybody that's listening onto this live, the people that's been affected and the people that are affected through this whole situation, whether you're on the opposite side of right or if you're on the side of right. But God, you see the pain that nobody else sees. You know the words that have wounded us. You know the regrets some of us carry. Heal the hearts that are hurting. Change the hearts that have caused the pain. Give us courage to stand for what is right, even when it's hard, God. Help us to learn to use the words to bring life, not destruction, God. Help us think before we act. Give us wisdom to make choices that lead life, not regret. Teach us to take responsibility for our actions and to walk in integrity. Guide us to plant the seeds to honor you and to bless others. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. So let me say this again. This live ain't to humiliate nobody. It's not to harass. It's not to pick. It's not to hurt anybody. But this is me speaking my truth. And this has been something that's been on my heart for a long time. And like I said, it's a real thing. Cyberbullying is a real thing. And if you're one of the ones out here doing it, I suggest you stop. Because one day you might run across the wrong person that ain't gonna play that shit. They not gonna play that shit. So I hope y'all listening. And I hope y'all heard my message. Hey, Annette. But for real, I really meant everything that I said from the bottom of my heart. And that's not on no harassment at all. But, Fee, I do forgive you. I really do. And I hope God leads you in the direction that you need to go. Because what you did towards me was unnecessary. But I forgive you. But I don't forget. So if you want to call me 1,000,001 bitches after this goddamn live, oh well, so be it. I will never see you and you will never see me. But I just had to let that be known. I just had to let that be known. You should have got your own perspective of me before you judged me, and you judged me. But other than that, I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm outside, even though it's scorching fucking hot. About to take Destiny to her softball practice here in about an hour. And I just wanted to get on here because I've been seeing a lot and I've been hearing a lot. And I know I said I wasn't going to get on here, which I felt like I waited long enough. I mean, eventually I was going to have to get on here and show my face anyway. Because the platform that I want to present is not going to be this. And when that time do come, like I said, I don't have an ETA on it. But y'all just make sure y'all be ready for me. Because this, what y'all been doing, is unladylike. And most of y'all are black women. Tearing down another black woman. And you really need to be adjusting everybody's crown out here that's tilting or about to fall. I've never been a fan of bullies. But I had enough. Some of y'all need to learn as fast as y'all pick up them live buttons, y'all need to be fast enough to pick up them phones or write a letter to whoever you having a disagreement with. Hey girl, let me talk to you for a second. This didn't sit well with me. Can we talk about it? You never know. You never know. A conversation, a grown woman conversation can get a lot of things resolved. But let me go through these comments because I think I have bypassed so many comments. I was reading them at first, but I had to say what I had to say. So let me go to the top. Okay, so I read these few. Hey, Victoria Jones. And thank you, Satan Circle. I'm proud of me too. Because the old me, I used to have a real deal temper. I did. Used to be hard headed than a motherfucker. Every once in a while, I'll probably slip up. But when I tell you my temper had got me in a lot of shit, these hands had got me in a lot of shit over the past couple of years, because I used to be that person. I used to not think before I reacted. I used to not give a fuck. I had to learn to care because of the people that I was affecting around me. And this didn't start when this situation with me and this other individual had happened. This shit happened way before. I had to learn to give a fuck way before. That's why I'm at where I'm at now, because I had to learn to care. Let me see what else. I'm reading these comments. I read that one about the car note with Miss Catrice. I don't know what that person was commenting. These folks be commenting some weird things, y'all. But yes, I read somebody's comment, said there's power in the tongue. Most definitely, that was Miss Casey. And somebody said my hair was fake. Listen, this is my hair. This is mine's. That's mine's. This is mine's. This is mine's. No weave, no extensions. You see the grays? That's mine. That's mine's. But that's most likely a troll, most definitely. Okay, somebody by the name of Nicole said, congratulations, y'all. I don't understand why these people don't understand that. That's crazy. Me neither. And thank you for allowing me to speak my truth, y'all. So I read somebody's comment about Fee. Fee always been a go along to get along person. She's so weak. Well, I mean, that's your opinion of her, but you know, I said what I said because I mean, she doesn't know me. And kids are protected by the Most High, Miss Tabitha, most definitely. Okay, and I see Bama, I see Mocha. Hey, Mocha, if I didn't say hi to you, honey. Hello, honey. And also to this, too. Thank you, Miss Annette Williams. Thank you. Yes, and y'all, is to be crazy. Another thing about bullying. I remember my first time moving to Stuttgart. I think I was in the 5th grade when we moved down here. Y'all would have been surprised. My hair was way longer than this. It used to be down past my ass, y'all, literally. But the girls hated me because of that. I'm going to tell y'all a story about this one girl bullying me when I first moved down here. I was the pretty girl. I had a lot of people that were attracted to me, and I couldn't help it. I mean, I was the new face in the place. This girl picked on me for 3 years. I told my principal. They didn't do nothing. They knew about every single encounter, the harassment that I had to endure from her. Um, it got so bad to the point to where I didn't know what she was hating on me for. Like, I never got in no fight in my life until I moved here. But y'all, it took her one time to stick some gum in my hair, and my mama had to cut my hair because she had it so deep in the back of my scalp. She put it in my hair when we was on the bus, and I wasn't aware of it. But when I tell you, when I found out she put that gum in my hair, I said, that is it. I'm ready to do what it do. But she not only just bullied me, she bullied other people in class too. So, came to school one day. When I came to school the next day, after she already had put the gum in my hair, my mom had already cut it. So I got this big short spot in my head. Came to class, she was like picking with some other girl. We was up in this damn teacher's class. And she sat there and thought she was gonna be fucking with me after she did what she did to my hair. And you know what I told her? I said, you know what? One day somebody gonna put their foot up in your rooter to the tutor. And she felt like she was like, oh, hey, 74. How you doing, honey? So this girl was like, oh, you said you gonna do what and what and who the what and did what to what. Came from her side of the classroom, which is on the other side, and came over there thinking that she was gonna confront me. And I looked at her and I said, you know what? I said, you're not even worth it. And I don't know what she said after that, but she said something smart. But all I know is that she sat there and said, that's what I thought. Woo, baby. By the time she turned that head back around, that bitch was on the floor. Got backhand. I'm talking about one of them old-fashioned backhands, like your grandma, somebody grown, used to give folks back in the day. Then she got up like she was up in disbelief, like, oh, whoa. Like she couldn't believe that she was on the floor. Then wanted to come up and come fight me some more, come around the table and wanted to fight on me some more. I said, if you bring your ass around that table, you gonna hate you dead. And when I tell you that girl came around that corner, all you saw was a vuka, 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 vuka. I'm talking about people from the other classes had to get me up off of her. And that's a prime example of what I've been going through from my whole life, having to deal with envious, fucked up ass females around this town. And you know what? After I did what I did with that girl, went out in the hallway or whatever, she boo-hooing, cried, talking about she gonna tell her mama and all that, she leaking and shit. I said, go tell your mama. Go tell your motherfucking mama. So then, after we did our suspension and all that stuff, we both got suspended. End up coming back to school. We had a conference with the principal. And you know what this bitch said? All I wanted to do was be her friend. Bitch, what? You picking on me for 3 years took me to a whooko your ass. For you to understand that don't fuck with me means don't fuck with me. It shouldn't have never got to that point with that young lady. But to this day, that's my classmate. Me and that girl, we is okay. We don't got no problems with each other, and we're gonna keep it like that. But she had to learn a valuable lesson too. Not to, when somebody tell you leave them the fuck alone, leave them the fuck alone. I used to be a motherfucker. I used to have a bad attitude to the point to where I did not give a fuck. You could look at me wrong and I was ready to pop off. And for what? For what? Okay, y'all. But yes, she had to learn the lesson. Is fighting something that I'm proud of? No, it's not. It's nothing that I never am proud of. I was never proud of that. I don't like getting into that space when I feel like I have to fight somebody, because I'm a different type of person that fights. And I'm not going to fight you fair. And if I do get my hands on you, I'm not getting up off of you. I'm not. I'm, girl, what? You want me to get up off of you? You been fucking with me? I'm gonna whoop you for them 3 years you was fucking with me. And I'm just talking about that situation with that girl I had the issue with up in school or whatever. But had another incident. And I don't even like talking about my motherfucking business on here. But shit, the bitch already done said all my business. Might as well talk about it, since she ain't tell y'all the whole truth. So, this very last issue that I went through, y'all remember, God got a way of sitting you down and making you learn your lesson. I learned my lesson with fighting and going back and forth with people back in 2020. I think I was about 25 years old during that time. I got married at a young age. I was married at the age of 21 to my kid's father. I have 3 kids by my child's father, all 3 of them. We got married. I felt like we probably got married. Now that I'm older, I probably thought what I was doing was the right thing to do. Probably stuck around for the wrong reasons. But I got married at a young age when I should have just continued to live my life. So, having to deal with that man and his bullshit, had to deal with his abuse, his verbal, mental, and physical. Dealt with that. Dealt with him cheating on me with multiple women. Had to deal with the women picking with me on that. Had to fight multiple women because of him. This one individual thought it was okay to keep fucking with me regarding we were still married husband. But my husband felt like it was okay to make outside babies. That was the whole reason why we got a divorce. But this woman that he was fucking with, I think when I first found out, I think she was 18. I'm 20-something years old. That girl ain't gonna take you fucking serious, sir. But she thought it was okay to keep fucking with me. I gave you the man. I wasn't mad at the fact that you was fucking him. I was mad at the principle that you was up in my car, up in my bullshit. And I told you if I caught you up in my shit, I was gonna wear your ass out. That's what happened. So, this individual thought it was okay to throw a drink at me, and it hit Tootie too, my baby. During this time, Tootie was like 4 or 5 years old. So you know what? You know what I did? I sat my baby down and I wore her ass out in front of my child. Was that the right thing to do? No, I probably should have just called the police. But I was so fed up with that girl. And she was fucking with me for years behind a nigga that she's not even with right now. Beat her so bad, y'all, to the point to where I could have took her life. I got arrested. I got in trouble. I already had pressed charges on her for that. But for some reason, because of the extent of my anger and the extent of me beating her the way I beated her, to the point where her family had to jump in and try to help save her. I was getting jumped on by niggas and bitches. So what does that say? Who's actually the weak person? That it had to take some niggas to try to fight me. And let me tell you about karma, honey. That ex-husband of mine regretted every day. He wants to come back home every day. He just tried to come back home recently. And guess what? I told his ass no. And the one thing that I hate about these men, they feel like because you have kids by them and that you forgive them, that they will always have access to you. That's why I was talking about forgiving and setting up boundaries. I had forgave my ex-husband and I set up them boundaries with him. Because my real husband, my true husband, wouldn't bring me through no shit like that. Since everybody want to talk about my business on YouTube, that's why she was talking about my shit on YouTube. And I really felt like people knowing things about my marriage, people knowing things about my sick child, people knowing things about my place of work, that was not YouTube's business. But some of it was true, some of it was a motherfucking lie. Some of the shit was motherfucking made the fuck up. I've always had my children. I've always had every single last one of them from the time they got cut out of my goddamn stomach. Every single last one. But I'm going to finish telling y'all about that situation. After I got in trouble, I was facing 18 years in the pen. 18 back in 2020. Because of the severity of how bad I beat that girl. And what was brought to be used on her that I never used. And they said because I had been in so many fights and had so many anger issues that that's what I was facing. That was my season of learning to sit the fuck down. God has a way of sitting you down. But God had mercy on me to where I only had to be on probation for 5 years. I'm done with my probation as of March the 12th. And I don't ever want to be put in that situation again to where I'm that mad that somebody that has that much control over my life. And while y'all was sitting down, co-signing and having y'all laughs and sipping y'all tea, talking about me, I overcame those dark days and those dark nights. I overcame being in an abusive relationship. I overcame struggling. I overcame my anger. I've learned restraint. I learned to be humble. And I learned to go to God about a lot of things. I've learned to put me first and not accept anything less than what I deserve. And that goes for any relationship that I encounter in my life. Whether that's in my working relationship, my personal relationships, my friendships, even relationships with my family. I've learned to be different. So just imagine me going in front of a judge and saying that I was facing 18 years. How old would my kids would have been? Grown as fuck. But luckily, the same judge that we went in front of had mercy on me. And she understood my situation because I was in a dark space. It's not easy going through a divorce. It's not easy taking care of a sick baby. I felt like I was getting hit back to back, and I never understood God why me at my young age that I have to take care of a sick child. And my baby was 4. Why did I have to go through a divorce and I only wanted to get married one time? Why did I have to put up my house for sale that we were buying? I worked hard for that. Y'all don't be knowing the back end of people's story. Y'all really don't. And I have overcame every single last obstacle. And I thank God daily I don't look like what the fuck I've been through. Because if I did, I would have been an ugly motherfucker. Promise you that. And this is not something that happened once every couple of years. My dark season was 2020. My dark season was going through my divorce and overcoming that. My dark season was having to take care of a sick child that I didn't even know where to start. But as time went on and I have grown older and I surrounded myself with better people, I've learned to get out that dark space. Because I can't stand when motherfuckers get on this social media and act like their life is just motherfucking marvelous. Like everybody don't go through shit on a day-to-day basis. You can sit over here and put on this facade. Like waking up every day is easy. It ain't ever easy. Waking up black alone is not easy. Being a woman is not easy. Being a single mama is not fucking easy. Having to put your grandma or your mama or your daddy in the dirt 6 feet under ain't fucking easy. It's not. It's not fucking easy. But y'all motherfuckers that been out here bullying and doing all this belligerent, outlandish, undeserving ass shit, this co-signing ass shit, y'all act like y'all ain't going through it too. I feel like I'm in church today. I'm hot. Y'all, I got my air on full blast. Because I feel like I'm preaching to a whole bunch of women that should have already known better. Y'all should have known better. And that's just the honest to God truth. You should have known. I feel like I'm fussing at my kids. And Miss Walker, yes, I feel like a lot of what I'm saying is probably going to go over people's head and is going to probably make it seem like, oh, she's picking or she's fucking with somebody. I'm not. I promise you I'm not. Swear for Jesus, white robe and crackers, I'm not. And to be honest, I can't force them to make them care. But what I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer you do get what you dish back out, you're going to get it. 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 The person that you made fun of that you didn't know from a can of paint, you're going to get it. The person that you laughed at about their mother being sick, your mama's going to be sick. The person that you was making fun of being homeless, you're going to be homeless. Yeah. I'm like Finesse 2 times. Cereal, no milk. Noodles, no packet. Y'all motherfuckers act like y'all ain't been through some shit too. That's all that I'm saying. It's like talking to some of y'all women. It's like beating a goddamn dead horse. You can't make that motherfucker drink the water. But I'm just speaking for me. I hope this other individual, she really needs help. She really needs help. And I'm not just talking about the help from just sitting behind bars. I'm talking about real deal psychiatric help. I don't want to get it to the point to where it's too late and something bad happens to somebody. Because people can cry out for help in different ways. Her cry for help is just a little bit different. Sometimes people are out here dealing with mental issues that haven't been diagnosed and just sweep it under the rug. That's what happens in a lot of black people's families. They don't ever want to go get the help. A lot of black families know that they're suffering from some form of mental illness or some kind of anger issues and don't want to seek a counselor or a therapist. And I believe it's nothing wrong with going to see a therapist, or to even if it's just speaking to your pastor. That's what your pastor is there for, to mentor you. Somebody that you can trust. Mental health is not just about depression. It's not only because somebody might take a stick and slice and dice themselves. Mental issues can come from anger. Mental issues can come from abuse. Mental issues can come from losing things. And I'm not no motherfucking therapist. And also this too. I feel like all medications that therapists and doctors give you doesn't work. Sometimes that Xanax, it might help for a little while and it might not. That's for you to figure out them signs on what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Sometimes those mental pills can have you so zombied out to the point to where you think you're doing good, but you're doing worse. And it takes up to 6 months, maybe even longer, for those medications to work. I feel like the best mental health help that you can get is from praying. The best mental help you can get is writing your thoughts and your problems down on a sheet of paper. Put it in a book. Put it in a journal. Put it in your Bible and ask God to handle it. A lot of people rely too much on this camera, this phone that I'm holding up right here. Crazy people hold up the phone all day and screaming at bitch all day. I'm serious. Unless y'all talking about different topics and things that's going on in the world. And instead of y'all being so against each other, y'all need to be here talking about some real life shit that's going on. Come up with a game plan, because motherfuckers, we are at war. Who's to say this might be the last days? It might be the last days. You never know. We need to come up with a game plan how we're all going to have to stick together. But yeah. But I'm cool. I'm good. I've been doing good. And I just want to live my life. So, nobody won. I feel like nobody won. I didn't win. She didn't win. They didn't win. That didn't win. It's a lose-lose situation. And the only people that really lost was those kids. And I didn't I hated had to get to that, but I had to choose my kids first. Just like I hope everybody else choose their kids first. But I want people to learn this too. Before y'all just jump sides, always get the full story. Always get the ins and outs, no matter who or what that person is in your life, because you don't know what certain people are doing without you looking. And when I first came out, when people were stirring up the pot and causing a lot of this chaos that went on, because I didn't know shit about YouTube. At one point, I couldn't even get on live and say a damn thing. Sunny day. I talked about that earlier in my live. I don't know when I'm gonna be back. I don't have an ETA. I have some other things that I'm getting handled, but I promise you, when I do, y'all gonna love it. Cause I need to get me together right now. I really do. I don't only have this situation going on, I have other situations going on too that needs my attention at the moment. I'm not saying I'm not coming out here, but I will. I will be back. I will be back. I might have some of y'all ladies. I might do some tours of some of the things that I do get from Ulta. Probably go live one day while I'm off or up there scrolling around in Little Rock or whatever, and show y'all some of the things that I do get. We can start there. Probably work on that. But as of right now, like I said, I don't have an ETA. This social media has kind of drained me to a point to where I just don't. I want to interact, but I don't at the same time because it was just too much. So, but like I said, at one point I wasn't even on this motherfucker. I didn't even know how to work a live or interact and shit. Like, I'm still a little lost in the sauce when it comes to who is who and what is what. But I'm slowly learning. But all money ain't good money. Remember that. I've thought about it. I do have a degree in social work. I did want to work in counseling to a certain extent when I was younger. I don't know if I still want to pursue that or not. I feel like that's my calling to a certain extent, but I just don't know where to start if I do decide to go that route. But other than that, I feel like this was sad. It was sad. It was disappointing. I felt like it was a lesson to be learned for everybody. For real. Dead ass. Even the other people that got affected by this. I hope y'all take this as a lesson. Just as much as I did. Thank you, Mocha. I don't know, but whatever God calls me to be and whatever he wants me to do, when that time does come, it takes baby steps. So no matter how many baby steps I have to take, I'm going to get to where I need to be. Thank you, Raw Squad. And also, I did want to give a shout out to some of the people that I've grown a relationship with over these past couple of years. Shout out to Glam. I know some of y'all probably might not fool with this lady. At this point, I don't fucking give a damn. But she has been good to me. She has been good to me. She has been good to my kids. She has been my mentor through all of this. Because, honey, it's been plenty of times. Miss Kim probably thought I was a hard-headed motherfucker. She was like, girl, don't make me come down there to Arkansas and take your motherfucking phone. Because it's been times she had to fuss at me like she was my mama. But I know that that was out of a place of love. I really felt like it was out of a place of love. I love her to death. Can nobody make me feel any different from her or about her. Glam, I feel like she was misunderstood with her situation. And she has every right to feel the way she feels. Because at the end of the day, her mom was talked about. Just like Bama, her son's been talked about. And words, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words might never harm me. Might sound easier said than done. But I hope we all can heal from it and move on. But Glam is my girl. I don't give a damn what anybody say. That's my mama Glam right there. And Bama, that's my girl too. And Mocha, that's my girl too. And Tabitha, that's my girl. Miss 74, that's my girl. I have a love and a heart for everybody. Miss Rita, that's my girl. All of y'all is. In y'all own way. But I did enjoy y'all. I'm gonna have to get off here because, like I said, I gotta take Destiny to softball practice at 5:15 and it's 4:51, and I gotta go in here and check on this little munchkin. Gotta go in here and check on this little midget of mine, my little mini me, and see if she got all her stuff together. But I am thankful for those that actually had my back, even when I didn't even have the words or the courage myself to take up for myself. Thank you. I had to learn to have that sweet spirit that I know I've always had. I just feel like a lot of me has been misunderstood because I'm a straightforward person and I care about people so much that when you're out here doing stupid things, I'm a brutally honest person. Whether that's physical, mental, or emotional, I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether it hurts or not. And even if I am wrong, I still came out of a place of love with you. So I just think that a lot of people will take what I say as offensive when it's really not even that. But toodles. Toodles to y'all, but I don't know when I'm gonna be back on here. I said I wasn't gonna be on here. I still want to heal from this. And like I said, nobody won. Nobody won shit. I felt like I lost a lot of time and energy behind this. But take this as a lesson. And y'all all need to learn to sow those good seeds. Know the difference between a good seed and a bad seed. I already gave y'all examples at the beginning of my video what a good seed and a bad seed is. So let's try. And I encourage, let's make it a challenge to learn how to sow those good seeds. And like I said, I pray for healing on everybody's end. Even the other individual that was fucking with me. Pray for her too. Grace, giving somebody grace, I don't know. But like I said, y'all gotta allow people to forgive people in their own time. My time of forgiveness for her is not right now. But when that time does come, I don't have to tell her I forgive her. So, learn to sow good seeds. Learn to stand in y'all's truth. Learn to not be a follower, but be leaders. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for joining in and thank y'all for listening. And toodles. However you end this damn live, how you end it, y'all? But bye, y'all.